Black Widow is finally in theaters and on Disney Plus for premiere access, and I'm very, very excited to talk about it, so let's get to it. So it's been a while since we've gotten a new Marvel movie in the theaters. The last Marvel movie I believe that it was in the theaters was Spider-Man Far From Home. And so it's been a while. And this movie has been pushed back a couple times because of, well, you know what happened. The world shut down for a while and we didn't even have movies for a while. And they wanted to wait until it was the proper time to have everybody come back to the theaters to see it. And rightfully so. I'm glad they did, because this is a movie you have to see in theaters. This movie is a grand spectacle. It's an MCU blockbuster summer film. It is everything you absolutely want from a Marvel movie. It has lots of kick-ass action sequences. It has good joke writing. It has tension. It has drama. It has everything. If you've seen any Marvel movie, you are getting this in Black Widow. I will say this though, sometimes during the runtime of this movie, it sometimes didn't feel like your average run-of-the-mill Marvel movie. This is how I felt about Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That movie to me felt more like a spy thriller, which took place in the MCU. And Black Widow is the exact same way that I felt about Captain America: The Winter Soldier, in terms of it being a little bit more gritty, a lot more action. There's blood. There is, like so much violence and explosions. And as I said, it is still a Marvel movie. So you have all of the Marvel intricacies that everybody enjoys, but this just felt way more, a little bit more epic than usual. And I feel like that is because of the music choice. One of the highlights of this movie is the score. It is super epic sounding. It's like evil, and it just felt to me like it's not what Marvel is used to doing for a score. It just, to me, it just was a Salt Bae little add-on to making this movie what it is. And another highlight of this movie, let me just say, is Florence Pugh. Before I saw the movie, a few of my friends were talking about it, and they were talking about some critic reviews. And usually I don't listen to critic reviews before I can go and see a movie of this grand scale, because you normally just don't. Every time Florence Pugh's name was brought up, everybody said she is the star of this movie. And obviously Scarlett Johansson is the star of this movie. But Florence Pugh in this movie, holy crap, dude. I really hope that she is in way more future properties. I hope she is introduced into another show and she gets her own movie or she gets her own show. I hope to God that in some way, shape, or form, Florence Pugh gets more screen time in the MCU, because she is fucking fantastic in this movie. The action sequences are out of this world. The violence is not too over the top, but again, it's very reminiscent to like the Falcon Winter Soldier vibes. It has a little bit more blood, a lot of big, grand action set pieces. Huge fan of that. Bring it on. Loving it. Every second of it. The comedy is really well written. It's not too over the top. Don't heavily rely on a lot of the jokes. I thought the comedy was perfect. And this isn't necessarily like a bad thing, but I kind of wish this movie came out a little bit earlier. This movie, I believe, takes place in between the events of Captain America: Civil War and Avengers: Infinity War. I kind of wish this movie came out in between that time, or maybe sometime before it, because we've had a lot of time to spend with Natasha. But I kind of wish that we were, giving her backstory a little bit earlier. I'm glad we get it now, but I just kind of wish that, I don't know why Disney waited for so long to make this movie and put it out at the time that it did. But I just, I feel like maybe after one of the first Avengers movie, maybe in the middle of Avengers and Age of Ultron, maybe they would have introduced her in a solo movie. I do wish that we did get it a little bit earlier. Overall though, this movie is fucking awesome. It's everything you would want and more from a Marvel movie. It is such a good time in the theaters, especially if you do feel safe enough to go to the theaters. Please go and watch it in the theater. And if you're going to watch it at home, I hope you have a great surround sound system, and I hope your TV is huge, because that makes a difference too. I'm definitely going to go see it in the theaters again sometime soon, probably next week. And I think that everybody in the Marvel fandom is going to enjoy this movie as well. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give Black Widow an A. Of course, I was going to give a Marvel movie of this status that grade. I expected great things from this movie, but I did not expect it to be this great. It was such a roller coaster ride. I had an amazing time. If you have seen Black Widow, please leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts. And also, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.